Two other big stories that WION is tracking this hour, and the verdict for Hafiz Saeed is finally expected today. A Lahore court had earlier delayed the verdict of the two terror financing cases against the 26/11 mastermind Hafiz Saeed. But the question remains, will justice prevail or will Pakistan again deny justice to the 26/11 victims? Earlier, the anti-terror court had acted on Saeed's plea. The JUD chief told the court to wait till the hearing of all cases against him were over. The delay came as yet another eyewash by Pakistan as the country tries to show the world that it has been taking a stand against terror. Now, Pakistan has arrested Saeed over a dozen times, but it refuses to convict the UN-designated terrorist. Now, the cases against the Jamaat-ud-Dawah chief were filed by the Counter-Terrorism Department in Lahore and Gujranwala. These cases against Saeed were registered in July last year. A total of 23 FIRs were filed against 13 individuals belonging to the JUD, Lashkar-e-Taiba and Falah-e-Insaniyat Foundation. 11 of these 23 FIRs directly named Hafiz Saeed as the culprit. These FIRs said that the Jamaat-ud-Dawah was financing terrorism from the massive funds it collected through non-profit organizations and trusts. Some of these organizations are Al-Anfal Trust, Dawatul-Irshad Trust and Muaz bin Jabal Trust. All of these organizations are already under a ban by the Counter-Terrorism Department or the CTD, and the ban was placed in April last year after CTD found the organization's links with the JUD. Now, pertaining to the charges, Saeed was arrested in July 2019, July 17th to be precise, and a month later in August, charge sheet in the case was filed while the anti-terror court in Lahore commenced the hearing on November 30th, 2019. Acting swiftly, the ATC Lahore indicted Saeed on December 11th, and the cases were heard on a daily basis from December 16th. On December 20th last year, the ATC at Gujranwala too indicted Saeed under the charges of funding terror groups through shell organizations. Now, both the cases were later clubbed together and heard at the Lahore ATC. The defense completed its argument on January 30th, while the prosecution carried on with its argument. The hearings concluded on February 6th this year, and Saeed, in the meanwhile, remains in central jail in Lahore. Hafiz Saeed, the mastermind of 26/11 Mumbai attacks, has been arrested 16 times in the past and released every single time. Let's also look at some of the most famous, rather infamous, of these cases. On December 31st in 2001, Saeed was arrested for planning the attack on the Indian Parliament. India called it a step forward by Pakistan, but soon he was let off and put under house arrest. And soon he was a free man. Saeed was again arrested on August 9, 2006, this time in connection to the July 2006 Mumbai train bombings. He was released just 2 months later in October, following the 26/11 attacks in 2008. This time, Saeed was placed under a house arrest. India even submitted a formal request to the UN Security Council to put Hafiz Saeed on UN terrorists list. India's request to extradite Saeed from Pakistan was rejected, and soon enough, following the usual drill, Saeed was once again set free. Hafiz Saeed is a UN-designated global terrorist. The Interpol has issued a red notice against him. The United States has imposed a $10 million bounty on Saeed. Under immense international pressure, Pakistan placed Saeed on its terror list on February 9th in 2018, but the court allowed Hafiz Saeed to operate. Even his organization was allowed to function. Will the anti-terror court take a strong position against terrorist Hafiz Saeed? We will know today, especially with the threat of FATF hanging on Pakistan.
A United Nations designated global terrorist, one of the most wanted men in the world. Yet he continues to thrive, arrested 16 times and always let off. Will all that change as the Pakistan Special Anti-Terror Court gets ready to deliver its verdict in terror financing cases? Question is, will Hafiz Saeed be convicted for the first time ever? Catch all the updates, views and analysis as WION tracks the verdict on the terror mastermind. WION's special coverage from Lahore. Will